Allentown, PA. Get loud. Say it with me now. This is Monster Jam.
We talk about how incredible our UNOH technicians are, and it's been a developing story all morning long with Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. Our technicians were here well into the wee hours of the night, into the morning till 2 a.m., and then first thing this morning, trying to diagnose the issue here with Kristen Anderson. They went from nose to tail on this Monster Jam machine to see what they could find. They think they may have the problem diagnosed. Kristen Anderson does have her helmet on. She is in the Monster Jam truck right now, seated up, but again, it's still up in the air. Will she be able to join us here for JCB Racing? They've been so good about trying to get this diagnosed. We'll have to wait and see. We'll keep you up to date with Gravedigger.
And now, with all that being said, Allentown, welcome to Monster Jam! And we're kicking it off with our very first competition, adrenaline-driven JCB Racing, where our 8 superstars were seeded into a bracket earlier today by a random draw. We start out with 8, then we get down to 4, and we're looking for those fastest 2 that want those 8 crucial points towards the overall event championship here this afternoon. So Allentown, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Race number 1 up first, Tony Oaks and Thunderoris. Versus Kurt Kramer in Ramunition.
Your winner, Kurt Kramer, Ramunition.
Ramunition advancing to the semifinals, taking that first spot in the second round. Round number 1 continues now. Megalodon was excited to get out there and take to the track, but up next is actually El Toro Loco and Raminator as MJ Solario gets in position right now for our second race here in JCB Racing. Let's hear it for MJ Solario and El Toro Loco. Mark Hall and Raminator.
Solario and Toro Loco.
Let's hear it, Allentown. Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Get loud for Brandon Telechka and Just Get Her Done too.
Your winner, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Monster Jam fans, we didn't know if Gravedigger and Kristen Anderson was going to be able to take to the track here for JCB Racing. I know you guys missed her in the pit party, didn't see her out here in the introduction, but I think it's ready now. Everybody welcome Allentown. Gravedigger is out of the grave and ready to take to the track. Make some noise for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger Allentown. Her opponent, Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Taking a look here at the replay, you see Gravedigger ran over the turn cone. It's going to be a disqualification for Gravedigger advancing to the semifinals. Megalodon.
Allentown, welcome to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. We started out with 8 superstars and now we're down to the fastest 4. But we're looking for those fastest 2. They want those 8 crucial points for the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon. So Allentown, who's ready for more JCB Racing? JCB Racing finalist, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
El Toro Loco wins our first semifinal, advancing to the JCB Racing Finals. Lining up here at the start line and make it official. Here we go.
Your winner, Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian. Allentown, welcome to the JCB Racing Finals. We started out with 8 superstars and now we're down to the fastest 2. And they want those 8 crucial points towards the overall event championship here this afternoon. So Allentown, who's ready to meet your JCB Racing Final contenders?
Let's hear it, representing Boise, Idaho, seeking his second win in JCB Racing Finals, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. He's dominated JCB Racing. Will it continue? Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
And it looks like your JCB Racing winner is Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
This is Blake Granger's third victory in head-to-head versus El Toro Loco, winning his 14th overall head-to-head racing wins for Blake Granger. Make some noise, Anaheim, for Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian, taking the first 8 points of the event. Currently, the Arena Championship Series East points leader adds another 8 points to his total.
And another stellar performance here by Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. I'm not going to lie, I thought MJ Solario might have had something there for you in that final round of JCB Racing, but nonetheless, another JCB Racing win to your resume. To get a competition win this early in the afternoon with 2 events here, what does that do for your confidence?
Man, as you know, after what we dealt with last night with this truck, nothing feels better than to get in that truck and feel it run as good as it does. Just another testament to my man Tractor in the back. He stayed here again till 2 this morning, changing the transmission, the fuel pump, trying to figure out whatever was causing the truck not to run last night. But you know what? Every single time this truck runs, we win. And that's what I love to do, man. I love to believe in my crew guy, believe in myself, and have fun with you Monster Jam fans right here in Allentown.
Two-wheel skills is coming up next, something you excel in and your favorite. What are we going to see out of this puppy dog?
You know, I haven't really laid down my best 2-wheel run this weekend. It's been a mess, but no excuses. We're going to go out there and drive this puppy dog as hard as we can. For every one of you Allentown fans, I just want to have a good time with you guys, so let me hear you guys get loud. Where my dog's at? Hoo, hoo.
Blake Granger adds another one to the resume here in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, your JCB Racing competition winner.
And we're going to take a look right now at the BKT overall event leaderboard and the point standings. After the first competition, tied for 5th at the bottom there, Gravedigger, Just Get Her Done 2, Raminator, Thunder Roars going out in the first round, but they pick up 2 points each. Tied for 3rd, Megalodon and Ramunition picking up 4 points, losing in the semifinals. It was El Toro Loco who was the runner-up. MJ Solario picking up 7 points, and Monster Mutt Dalmatian and Blake Granger with his 14th win and head-to-head JCB Racing competition takes 8 points. Up next is our 2-wheel skills competition, and that's right, Monster Jam fans, your points will determine our winners, so get out those smartphones, scan the QR code to score, or go to judgeszone.com on the web browsers on your smartphones. Our drivers will get to make 2 attempts each. That's right, we're looking for 2 attempts. We're looking for stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks, and anything else these Monster Jam superstars can get these trucks to do on 2 wheels. Up next is the 2-wheel skills challenge.
So I'm here standing by with my good friend Jet, his dad, and his awesome friend, and we're going to do a little bit of Monster Jam trivia, but this one is a little bit of a twist from the first one, because our driver is going to ask you all a question. So let's look up at the video board and see what that question is and who that driver is. Now, I know we have a lot of Gravedigger fans here in the house, and usually when it comes to this question, I hear 2 letters. Scream it out, Allentown. What do you think it is? All right, Jet, what is the answer?
The letter B.
The letter B. Dad, you're in consensus, right? Letter B. All right, let's see if you guys got it right. And you know what, Jet? Because you were so smart, you and your friends are going to go get to meet Kristen and all of the drivers after the event here this afternoon. Good job for being so smart. And stick around if you guys would also like to join Jet and our friends. Scan the QR code up on the video board because you have until about halftime to get your tickets to meet all of our superstars.
Get those phones out. Get over to Ticketmaster.com for the event meet and greet. Tickets are on sale right now and go off sale just at halftime. So get your tickets right now to the event, post-event meet and greet. Scan that QR code. This is your last chance right now to get out there and meet your favorite drivers. It's time, Monster Jam fans, for our second competition of the afternoon, the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. In this competition, your scores will determine our winner. And for more on that, let's head on down to Karina.
That's right, Farouk. Allentown, it is your time to shine. We're going to need your help to determine who will win the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge and the remaining competitions by using those smartphones and heading over to judgeszone.com. You'll scan the QR code that will be up on the video board. You will enter the code ALL and click submit. As soon as you see that BKT tire on your screen, you're going to slide it up or down to the number of your choosing. We'll accumulate your scores into one single number. They'll be awarded to that driver for that competition. Now remember, you only have 20 seconds after each run to get those scores locked in and keep everything that Farouk mentioned in mind, because that's what you need to get your scores locked in. So Allentown, who's ready to get tricky with the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge?
First to the track, let them hear you roar. Tony Oaks and Thunder Roaris. First attempt down, here's his second attempt here in Two-Wheel Skills.
The apex predator showing you what he's got on only two claws. It's Tony Oaks, Thunder Roaris. All right, Allentown, it is your time to shine. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Get those scores locked in. You have 20 seconds.
Tony Oaks and Thunder Roaris making it happen out here in Two-Wheel Skills. Fired up. Great nose popper. Flipped it over into the reverse popper, getting that tailgate down. Coming out, laying out some ill tricks here for you in the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Big, massive stunts. The score for Thunder Roaris is... It's first place, 7.969. 7.969 for Thunder Roaris. Up next is Mark Hall in Raminator. Approaching the log stack for his first attempt.
Put your hands together for Mark Hall, Raminator. Scoring is now open over at judgeszone.com. Head on over, lock your scores in now. You have 20 seconds, Allentown.
Raminator with a nice big hit right there. with a huge tailgate. Raminator go up, Raminator go down right there. Tried to get the save, couldn't happen after one attempt. Here in the two-wheel skills challenge, the score for Raminator is a 3.317. Good enough for second place. 3.317 for Raminator.
All right, so I am here with my new friend Brayden, and Brayden is going to play an awesome game with me on the video board. It's called Helmet Shuffle. How it works is you're going to look up at the video board. There's going to be a trophy and 3 helmets. Yep, there we go. We're going to cover the trophy. We're going to scramble them all up, and then I want you to tell me which trophy has which helmet. Think you can do that?
Yes.
All right, Allentown, he's going to need your help. Let's cover that trophy. It's time for Helmet Shuffle. All right, I'm hearing a lot of answers. Let's see what Allentown thinks. Allentown, who thinks the answer's 1? Who thinks it's 2? Who thinks it's 3? All right, Brayden, what do you think the answer is?
3.
3. Let's see if you got it right. It's not under helmet number 1. It's not under helmet number 2, which means, Brayden, you are smart and you got it right. It's under helmet 3. And I'm giving you this awesome Gravedigger hat so you can look stylish throughout the rest of the event. Now stick around because we still got a lot more two-wheel skills challenge coming your way.
All of your favorite Monster Jam trucks can be taken home with you thanks to the only authentic line of Monster Jam toys brought to you by Spin Master. Bring all the action home with the toys including Mini Scorpion playset, the Supercharged Speedway playset, and assorted sizes of authentic-to-scale Monster Jam die-cast trucks. Crush it, crash it, jam it, Monster Jam. All right, Monster Jam fans, take a look at the video board. We got some predictions for some champions here for our Monster Jam series. Check it out. The biggest Monster Jam event of the year is coming to Salt Lake City for the first time ever in 2025. Don't miss a chance to see the most Monster Jam trucks in one place. Bring the whole family and start the July 4th holiday weekend with all-out racing, post-pounding stunts, big air, and unbelievable wow moments as the world's best drivers compete for a world championship. Get up close to fan-favorite trucks like Gravedigger, Megalodon, Zombie, Sparkle Smash, and more at the biggest pit party of the year. Tickets are on sale now at MonsterJam.com. Monster Jam World Finals, big-time family fun. Brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission. Allentown currently taking a look up there on the video board at the overall Arena Series East point standings after 7 weeks of events. Right here, you see all the scores accumulated over all of our competitions, over 40 competitions here so far. And you see how the points lay out right now. You see Monster Mutt Dalmatian at the top with 580 points. That's a live score. El Toro Loco in second. Thunder Roar is third. Gravedigger fourth. Just Get Her Done right there in the mix. Up next in the two-wheel skills challenge is Brandon Teleshka. Just Get Her Done 2.
The king of Packers Peak showing you what he can do with no hands. It's Brandon Teleshka. Just Get Her Done 2. Allentown scoring is now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Use the code ALL. You have 20 seconds. Get those scores locked in.
Ring the alarm for Just Get Her Done 2. Out there laying the nose of the truck flat on the ground right there with the reverse poppers. Moonwalking it across the pod. The score to beat right now, 7.969. The score for Just Get Her Done 2 is... We have a new leader, 8.405. Just Get Her Done 2 moving into first place. Up next, the black and green wrecking machine, Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. One attempt down, second attempt coming up.
She is blonde to the bone. It's Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Allentown, if you'd like to help the blonde undertaker of the black and green wrecking machine, it's time to lock your scores in now at judgeszone.com.
Looking for another victory here in two-wheel skills challenge. Looking to take home 8 points as we take a look at the replay up there on the board. Coming across the pod, looking to make something happen. The score for Gravedigger is 5.505, 5.505, third place for Gravedigger. Let's hear it, Allentown, Blake Granger, and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. It's a nose popper, and look at him wave those big BKT back paws at you, Allentown. Nose popper into the reverse popper. First attempt in the book. Second attempt coming up next.
Getting so rough on the track, he lost his snout. It's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Allentown, if you'd like to help the puppy dog out and give him an awesome treat, it's time to lock your scores for him now at judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds.
Show him some love, Allentown. Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, the top dog, losing his top jaw here in a two-wheel skills challenge. Right now, the score to beat is an 8.405. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is that's enough to have a new leader with an 8.923. 8.923 new leader. First place, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Monster Jam fans, let's take a look at the video board for your next superstar competitor. First attempt in the books as he lines up for his second hit.
Allentown, you do not want to get gored by this crazy bull. It's MJ Solario and Toro Loco. And if you'd like to help him out, it's time to scan the QR code on the video board. Use the code ALL and lock your scores in now.
Allentown, get on your feet. That was an amazing save. Let's hear it right there for MJ Solario and El Toro Loco. Take a bow. The score to beat right now is an 8.923. Was it enough? The score for El Toro Loco is 9.708. We have a new leader. First place for El Toro Loco. Don't look now. There's a shark. It's Michaela Telushka in Megalodon. Great nose popper right there, getting that shark nose into the dirt for the first attempt.
Put your fins together for Michaela Telushka, Megalodon. Allentown, you know what to do. You have a very important job. It's time to lock your scores in now for Michaela Telushka in Megalodon.
Moving right along here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Megalodon coming out of the water to play in the dirt. Look at that. Nose popper right there, getting that shark nose and moonwalking it right along the grooves there on top of the pod. Coming down the log stack, the score for Megalodon is 6.486, 6.486. Good enough for fifth place for Michaela Telushka in Megalodon. Our last competitor here in this competition, representing Chicago, Kurt Kramer in Rammunition. Great first attempt off the log stack for Rammunition. And he's going right back to it. Second attempt off the log stack.
Getting tricky with it on only 2 horns is Kurt Kramer, Rammunition. He's looking to collect those points, so head on over to judgeszone.com, scan that QR code, and lock your scores in now. You have 20 seconds, Allentown.
Taking a look at the replay up here, getting up that nose popper. Great elevation, great air, getting the rear of that Rammunition truck up in the air. The score for Rammunition is 3.980, which means the winner of your two-wheel skills challenge. Let them hear you, Allentown. Make some noise for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. This is MJ Solario's 6th win here in this competition, the two-wheel skills challenge.
And you couldn't have framed that up any better. He walks up here and he goes, well, that was cool. A well-deserved score for you in that two-wheel skills challenge. The reverse popper, and then the save. What was going through your mind in that save? Did you know you have it saved, or was it sketchy in the moment?
You know what, honestly, at that point in time, I just had to turn my brain off, turn the wheels to the dirt, and hold on. But you know what? I saw Blake come out there, and he laid down an absolute amazing run. That's where I actually learned that reverse combo was from Blake. I've been talking to him about it. He's been coaching me through it. That's what's so amazing about these other competitors. We're one big family. When we want to learn a trick that another person knows, we can talk to them, and they bring it right back up. But you know what? I had my crew chief, Sam, in my ear that entire time. He's telling me to blow the smoke, play with the tires. But when it fell over onto the side like that, at that point in time, I was just turning into dirt and holding on. What'd you think, Allentown? Is that cool or what?
Now, I know you've been a little frustrated with the score so far this weekend in comparison to your performances, because they've been great. Now, we've got another competition in which you thrive in, Sky Wheelies, coming up here in just a little bit. What are we going to see out of El Toro Loco here in Sky Wheelies?
You know, like you said, the scores have not been my favor this past weekend compared to my what I thought I did out there. But you know what? I think we finally broke that curse. But like you said, it's Sky Wheelies, and that's all about getting as big as air as you can. So I'm going to make one lap around this arena, and I'm going to hit this log stack as hard as I can. I think I'm going to blow some smoke into that scoreboard. What do you think?
Put your hands together, Allentown, for the winner of the two-wheel skills competition, MJ Solario and El Toro Loco.
So much exciting action here in our first two competitions. Monster Jam fans at the PPL Center Arena, it is officially halftime. Our first event, our first competition, JCB Racing, went to Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and then you just saw it in the two-wheel skills, MJ Solario and El Toro Loco taking the second one. Right now it is a tie at the top of the leaderboard between El Toro Loco and Monster Mutt Dalmatian for today's event. Right now is the perfect time for you to head on out to your concourse and pick up all your favorite Monster Jam merchandise, t-shirts, hats, flags, plush toys, die-cast Spin Master trucks, and more. Go get yours right now. Coming up, we have the halftime report, the superstars of freestyle motocross, and of course, more Monster Jam. It's halftime.
Here they come, Allentown, Pennsylvania. We have brought you 4 of the best freestyle motocross riders from all across the country. Their talent in here in this arena for you this afternoon. And we have got quite the FMX show for you this afternoon. Our riders are going to take 4 runs at this ramp here. And that 4th and final run, well, you guys get to decide who puts up the best FMX trick of the afternoon. And at this point, you're all professionals. You're going to do exactly what you did with the two-wheel skills challenge. You're going to get out your phones, go to judgeszone.com, and cast your vote. But before we do that, we're going to let them go up and over the ramp a couple times. The louder you get, the bigger some Midwest flair from Chicago, Illinois. It's AJ Roseborough. All the way from South Florida, it's Cameron Sepulveda. And from Asheville, North Carolina, it's Josh Hedford. All right, that's round one. What do we think? Can they go bigger? Can they go higher? Brent Schwalm leads him off once again. AJ Roseborough gonna follow him up second. A little whip with a kick. Cameron Sepulveda. Who says you need hands to go over a ramp with a dirt bike? And Josh Hedford. Do not try this at home, kids. Leave this to the professional. They have been doing this for as long as, well, for as long as I've almost been alive. These guys know what they're doing, and we have brought the best of the best here to Allentown. I don't think he even was touching the bike at one point. That right there, Josh Hedford. All right, Brent Schwalm going to lead him off one more time here. Get another run in before we do these best tricks. AJ Roseborough warming up with a backflip. Are you kidding me? Cameron Sepulveda says, you can do it, me too. It's almost like these guys like to one-up each other. I don't know about you guys, but that is the vibe I'm getting. All right, Allentown, what do you guys think so far? Remember, the louder you get, the bigger their tricks go. So again, this is how it works. You guys are professionals at this by now. I need you to get your phones out right now and head to judgeszone.com, just like you guys did in Two Wheel Skills, because that's exactly how you're going to cast your votes. Make sure you're using that code ALL. We're going to send each one of these riders individually up over the ramp, give you that moment to lock in your scores, and then you guys get to decide who has the best FMX trick of the Sunday morning event here with Monster Jam. All right, let's find out. Riders, are you guys ready? Allentown, are you guys
ready? It's time for the FMX Best Trick Competition. Gearing up, revving up to take to the track first, representing Richland, PA. Make some noise for Brent Schwalm.
Brent has toured all over the globe, throwing his freestyle motocross tricks, including that of Japan. And while he's been a part of the Feld and Monster Jam family for over 10 years, he knows what he's doing here. And we brought him here to Allentown for you guys here this afternoon. One more time for Brent Schwalm. Throws an exotic for us. Scores are open. Cast your votes right now for Brent Schwalm.
Brent Schwalm, the PA native right here, laying down his best trick in the FMX Best Trick Competition. As he looks it up right there, got the exotic, got the one leg up, out and in the air. The score right now for Brent Schwalm is 7.224. Not bad. First place, 7.224 for Brent Schwalm. Here to kick off the FMX Best Trick Competition. Up next, let's hear it for the Chicago kid, representing the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, AJ Roseborough on that 78 bike.
Over 15 years of freestyle motocross experience under his belt, but he's been racing since he was 8. He's also toured the globe, including throwing up tricks as far as China. Put it up for the Chicago kid, AJ Roseborough. Beautiful whip. Scoring is open. Cast your votes right now for AJ.
AJ Roseborough, look at him stunting right there with the wheelie. went up there and whipped that trick right there here in the FMX. Best trick competition right there. Flying high from the shy here to PA. The score for AJ Rosebrill, the score to beat is a 7.224. The score for AJ is, we have a new leader, 8.330. 8.330 for AJ Rosebrill. Here to high fly on the number 3 bike, representing South Florida, Cameron Sepulveda.
Cameron bringing some of that South Florida heat up to the chilly temperatures here of Allentown, Pennsylvania. And he may be the rookie of the crew with only 2 years of FMX riding. But don't let him fool you. He already has 2 best trick wins under his belt just this weekend. Allentown, one of the newbies here on the crew, put it together for Cameron Sepulveda.
Let them hear you, Allentown.
It's a super flip for Cameron Sepulveda. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Lock in your vote.
Cameron Sepulveda on that number 3 bike, representing number 3 on his back as well, coming out of South Florida, flying high through the air, getting so much reps out there with that super flip. AJ Rosebrill right now with the lead, 8.224. The score for Cameron Sepulveda is, we have a new leader, 9.011, 9.011, new leader, Cameron Sepulveda, first place. And our last rider here to take to the sky, out of Asheville, North Carolina, make some noise for Josh Hedford.
20 years of FMX riding and the only one to dethrone Cameron so far this weekend here at Allentown. You may have seen him on Nitro Circus. It's Josh Hedford. All right, your last chance. Lock in your scores for Josh Hedford on judgeszone.com. Is it enough to beat out Cameron Sepulveda?
There he is, dropping the wheelie right there across the track. Josh Hedford coming out with the switchblade flip. The combination trick right there, the backflip and the switchblade, putting them together, trying to get a high score right now. And the score to beat here in the FMX Best Trick Competition is a 9.011. The score for Josh Hedford is 9.372. Give it up for your winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition, Josh Hedford.
Celebrate here with the sprinkler. We'll talk to Josh here in just a little bit. But Allentown, that's not it. We've got more for you guys. And this is one of my favorite parts about the freestyle motocross. We're going to send these guys one by one, as close as they can get, as big as they can get, up and over the ramp. It's called the FMX train. And don't let them fool you. They can hear you. The louder you get, the crazier it gets. Are you guys ready? All right, let's send them off here for the first FMX train. Get loud for them, Allentown. They can hear you, and I promise, I've been with these guys enough. I know the louder you get, the bigger they throw tricks. Brent Schwalm's going to lead them off here for the first FMX train. Showing us up here with the first one, all 4 of them throwing whips. I know they can get closer, and I know they can get bigger. And so do they. But what do you guys think so far? Are you guys enjoying your time here so far with Monster Jam and our FMX riders? All right, they're going to line back up here for the second go-around here of our FMX train. I think their goal there was to hold on to as little of the bike as possible. So impressive here. All right, they're gonna line back up for the grand finale. I need you guys to get loud the entire time when they go up and over this ramp. Allentown, let our riders hear you. You can only get that here with Monster Jam and our freestyle motocross riders, Allentown. Let's hear it one more time for these guys who throw up these big tricks for you guys this afternoon with Monster Jam. Josh Hedford is going to join me up here on the pod, though, because you guys voted him with judgeszone.com the best trick of the afternoon with FMX. And it's been a little bit of a friendly competition between him and Cameron Sepulveda. Cameron came hot out of the gate with our first two events and was able to get two best tricks. You went ahead and got one last night. You guys are tied up. Is this becoming a little friendly competition between you and Cameron?
You know, he just learned super flips like 2 days ago. So that was like one of my go-to tricks all the time. And I got to like throw a little combo into it now since he's doing it before me. And yeah, it's a little friendly competition, but we just try to keep it simple and go big for the fans.
You guys go up and down the road with each other and get to perform in front of all different cities. How cool is that to share that experience? And then to be able to hear this crowd here in Allentown get excited for you guys.
I could definitely hear this side over here more than this side over here. You guys having fun?
Well, congratulations to Josh Hedford, who celebrates with now my probably new favorite celebration, the sprinkler. One more time, Allentown. You guys voted him best trick. He went above and beyond for you. Josh Hedford, one of our freestyle motocross riders.
From the cradle to the grave, looking to go sky high, is Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger.
Chasing the ghouls in the sky, it is Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. All right, Allentown, you have a very important job. Time to get those smartphones out, scan that QR code, head on over to judgeszone.com.
Great height, good verticality there for Gravedigger coming out here, looking to make a name for herself out here in this competition, the Sky Willie competition. How high did she go? It's up to you. Let's see the scores for Gravedigger is 6.894, 6.894 here to set the tone in Sky Willie competition for Gravedigger. Up next is Tony Oaks and Thunderoris.
Showing you that dinosaurs do take flight, it's Tony Oaks, Thunderoris. Allentown make no exceptions, even T-Rexes have wings. So head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Tony Oaks and Thunderoris soaring through the air, pterodactyl style, as he goes through right now, looking to take down the score to beat. The score for Thunderoris is, we have a new leader, 7.802, 7.802, a new leader, first place for Thunderoris. Here to take to the track, Kurt Kramer in Rammunition.
It's time to get those scores locked in for Kurt Kramer, Ammunition. Scan that QR code on the video board, use the code ALL, and lock your scores in now. You have 20 seconds, Allentown.
The blue Rammunition truck with the blue eyes, the Ram with the blue eyes flying through the air here in the Sky Wheelie competition, getting those big BKT tires up and over the log rock. As we check in right now, the score to beat 7.802. The score for Rammunition is 5.003, 5.003. Good enough for third place for Rammunition in the Sky Wheelie competition. Up next is Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Jumping higher than any puppy I've ever seen, it's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Now, Allentown, if you want to pet this awesome pup and give him a couple treats, head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now for Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Digging deep and getting up high right now. Ears flapping, tail wagging. It's the polka-dotted puppy right now. Look at him bark. Here he growling right now, ready to go. Here in our Sky Wheelie competition, the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is good enough for second place. It's a 7.182. 7.182 for Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Up next, mess with the bull and you get the horns. It's MJ Solario and El Toro Loco.
Showing you that even bulls have wings, it's MJ Solario and Toro Loco. And if you'd like to help this bull escape all the matadors in the world, it's time to lock your scores in now at judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds, Allentown.
El Toro Loco, show him some love. Get those bull horns in the air as he flew those bull right up, straight up towards the video board there, trying to kiss the phantom there at the bottom. The score to beat right now is a 7.802. The score for El Toro Loco is we have a new leader, 8.336. First place for El Toro Loco. Make some noise for the birthday boy, Brandon Telechka. Just get her done too.
Soaring and touching the sky is Brandon Telechka. Just get her done too. Allentown scoring is now open. You know exactly what to do. Get those smartphones out now, scan that QR code, and head on over to judgeszone.com.
Brandon Telushka just getting it done, and just get her done too as he comes out and blesses the track here in the Sky Wheelie competition. The score for Just Get Her Done 2 is 7.792. Just Get Her Done 2 in third place with a 7.792. Up next is little sis Michaela Telushka in Megalodon.
Reaching the waters of Allentown, Pennsylvania, like any shark does, it's Michaela Telushka in Megalodon. Scoring is now open. She's come out from the 7 seas and she's looking for some treats. So head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now for Megalodon.
And a breach out of water is right, Karina, as Megalodon came over that log stack, looking up at that phantom like it was a baby seal trying to take it out. Megalodon, with the score is 7.488. 7.488 from Megalodon in fourth place. One driver remaining. It's Mark Hall in Raminator.
Time to get those scores locked in for Mark Hall in Raminator. Mark Hall in Raminator saying you can't hold this ram back. So head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now. You have 20 seconds, Allentown.
Look at the height. Getting up there. The Dodge Ram with the red eyes. Raminator Mark Hall coming out here trying to win his competition for the first time. The score for Raminator is good enough for sixth place is a 7.054. 7.054 for Raminator in sixth place, which means the winner of your Monster Jam Sky Wheelie competition. Let's get those bull horns in the air for MJ Solario and El Toro Loco with back-to-back competition victories here on the Arena Championship Series East.
Well, we knew you were heating up when we saw your two-wheel skills. Backed it up here with a Sky Wheelies win. Now, you look at this pod, there's a lot of different options on where you can send El Toro Loco up. How do you make that decision? What goes into it?
You know what? A lot of the decision-making comes from the previous events. Coming out in freestyle, we knew this single log over here is more of just a send you straight out and forward ramp, and this log stack over here is more of a straight-up one. I told you guys after that two-wheel skills win, I was going to come up and blow some smoke into the scoreboard, and I think I just did just that. What do you guys think, Allentown? Let me hear it.
Now, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but you had an incredible freestyle last night as well, and I know there's a little bit of redemption for you that you want to get that freestyle win and potentially an overall event championship. What's it going to take in freestyle to put El Toro Loco at the top of the board?
You know what? It's going to take a lot of just turning your brain off and putting your pedal to the floor. But you know what? This track has been absolutely amazing for freestyle. These ramps are set up perfectly. Our JCB Dirt Squad has this track set up absolutely beautifully. And I tell you what, if you thought I jumped high there, wait till freestyle. But you know what? All those other competitors are no slouches. I know Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian back there, he wanted to come out and send that truck, but it sounded like his truck died in the air. He's been fighting that issue all weekend long. So you know what, Allentown? We're all family here. Make some noise for those guys back there. They can hear you. They need the motivation. Get loud, Allentown. Let me hear it.
And one more time also, for your competition winner here in the Sky Wheelies, MJ Solario, he sent that ball into the air in El Toro Loco.
And we're taking a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard after 3 competitions. Raminator down there at the bottom. Tied for 6 is Gravedigger and Rammunition. Still looking to get some 8 points here. Available in freestyle is Megalodon in 5th place. We got a tie for 3rd with Just Get Her Done 2 and Thunder Roars with 14 points. And where there was a tie between Monster Mutt and Dalmatian and El Toro Loco has taken the lead. 23 points over 19 for Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Your leader right now after 3, El Toro Loco. Up next is Monster Jam Freestyle. That's right, this is your last chance, Monster Jam fans. Your scores will determine the winner. Must complete 15 seconds for a score. We got 75 seconds of runtime. Each of our drivers must complete 15 seconds. We're looking for the use of all the ramps on the pod. Creativity, technical moves. Of course, we want to see some combinations. And the wow factor is very important here at Monster Jam. Up next is Monster Jam Freestyle.
Well, the good news is you can hear it behind me right now. Monster Mutt Dalmatian is fired up, but of course all of our technicians are back behind me trying to figure out what the issue is here. They think it could be something electrical or the EFI, which is part of the fuel pump. Now keep in mind, they just changed the fuel pump on Monster Mutt Dalmatian last night for Blake Granger. So maybe something's still awry there. They were trying to fire it up just momentarily, and it was just lazy. It wasn't wanting to fire over. And like we heard MJ talk about, Blake, when he got up in the air and got vertical, that's when that truck quit. So they're really thinking it might have something to do with the fuel pump there. But again, they're back here. They're still diagnosing it for Blake Granger.
All right, Allentown, it is time for all of you fans to help me get Monster Jam Freestyle started. So get out your smartphones, turn on your flashlights, and follow my lead and stay on the beat. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going. Allentown, we have reached the pinnacle of the afternoon. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! Getting us started here in the freestyle competition. Put your hands together for Mark Hall, Raminator. Allentown, it's time to do what you do best. You've been doing it all afternoon. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Get your scores locked in. Use the code ALL.
The red-eyed Raminator Mark Hall coming out, laying out 75 seconds of fierce Monster Jam freestyle action right here. Looking to put the first points up on the board. The score for freestyle and Mark Hall Raminator is 6.067, 6.067. Good enough for first place right now for Mark Hall and Raminator. Up next, looking for his first freestyle win, is Brandon Teleska and Just Get Her Done 2.
Putting the style in freestyle, it's Brandon Teleska. Just Get Her Done 2. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com, and if you liked exactly what you saw, time to lock your scores in now, so head on over to judgeszone.com.
PPL Center, make some noise for Brandon Teleska. Just Get Her Done 2. Ripping the BKT letters off those tires with the side wall saves right there. Look at that big air into the nose popper right there. Perfect verticality. As we take a look right now, the score for Just Get Her Done 2 is, as you can tell from the sound of the crowd, we have a new leader, 8.913, first place for Just Get Her Done 2. Make some noise, representing the Keystone State, Tony Oaks and Thunderoris.
making sure he does not become a fossil, it's Tony Oaks, Thunderoris. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. Let them know what you thought of that incredible freestyle run. You have 20 seconds, Allentown.
Allentown, make some noise. Never seen a backflip off of the top of the pod. Look at that save right there. Tony Oaks and Thunderoris down on his knees. Can't believe it. What a run. Show him love, Allentown. Could be the save of the year. Right now, the score to beat is an 8.913. The score for Tony Oaks and Thunderoris is 9.517. 9.517. First place for Thunderoris. What an incredible save as we take a look at the freestyle competition leaderboard. Raminator right now holding down the third spot. Good enough for 6 points if he can hang on. Just Getter done 2. Can hang on to his spot. He's good enough for 7. Thunderoris right now after that crazy save. Tony Oaks with the score to beat, 9.517. Crooked jaw and all as he gets down Park Thunderoris. It's the black and green wrecking machine. Make some noise for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. Monster Jam fans, I think she's setting up for a Morgan & Morgan backflip. If you want to see this backflip, we got to hear you, Allentown. Make some noise.
With 1 foot in the gas and 1 in the grave, it's Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Scoring is now open, Allentown. And if you'd like to toss her a couple tombstones and help the Undertaker out, head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Allentown, look at that Morgan & Morgan backflip on the replay. Greatly executed from one of the best drivers in Monster Jam, Kristen Anderson. The score for Gravedigger is 9.245. 9.245, good enough for second place for Gravedigger. Up next, let's hear it for Kurt Kramer in Rammunition.
Keeping it cool, calm, collected, and smooth. It's the Chicago Kid, Kurt Kramer, Ammunition. Allentown, you know what to do. You're experts at this by now. Head on over to judgeszone.com, use the code ALL, and lock your scores in now for Ammunition.
All the way from the Shy, making Ammunition fly right here over the pod here in the PPL Center Arena. Looking to get a first win here in Monster Jam Freestyle. The score for Ammunition is... it's a 5.109, 5.109. Good enough for fifth place for Ammunition. Coming up next, representing Boise, Idaho, and your current points leader, MJ Solario, El Toro Loco.
No matador in the world can withstand the power of MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds to get your scores locked in for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco.
MJ Solario, El Toro Loco coming out here. Show him some love, Allentown, PA. Looking for his third straight competition victory here in the PPL Center Arena. Getting that big pod jump right over there. Look at that. Clearing the pod, getting some big air right there for El Toro Loco. The score is 7.422, 7.422. Fourth place for El Toro Loco. Up next, make some noise for Michaela Teleska in Megalodon.
see those sharp bites for Michaela Tolochka, Megalodon. If you like how she swam her way around the track in that freestyle run, time to lock your scores in now at judgeszone.com. Use the code ALL.
Sinking those shark teeth into this freestyle competition. Looking to take home 8 points is Michaela Tolochka in Megalodon. As we look in right now, going on board right now is going down. The score for Megalodon is 7.272, 7.272. Good enough for 5th place for Megalodon. As we check in right now, the polka dot puppy was down, but he's not out. Coming into the stadium, let him hear you. Where his dog's at? Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Allentown, there's a rough puppy on the loose. It's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. He's looking to add a couple more Dalmatian spots to his overall scores. So head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Blake Granger, seeking his 8th win here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Will it happen? We don't know. Look at that as he takes the popper and moonwalks across the entire pod. As we check out that replay right there, only a moonwalk Michael Jackson could be proud of. Taking it out right there. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 8.279, 8.279, which means your winner of Monster Jam Freestyle competition here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Give it up for your very own Tony Oaks in Thunder Roaris. Let him hear you roar. But was it enough to take the BKT overall event championship? We're going to find out right now. The racing competition, they scored 7. Two-wheel skills taking home first with 8. Sky Willie, they took first with 8. Freestyle competition with 4, with an overall event total of 27 points. Your BKT overall event champion is, let's see those bullhorns in the air for El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco, MJ Solario on top of the pod as the BKT overall event champion. Monster Jam freestyle victory going to Tony Oaks and Thunderoris. This is MJ Solario's 5th BKT overall event championship, winning it here in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Man, and I know that MJ Solario and El Toro Loco, you wanted this one. You have been putting on stellar performance. I got this for you here to get that overall event championship. But oh my gosh, take me through your freestyle there, first and foremost, and just the consistency that you guys have had today to get this overall event championship.
Yeah, you know what? I've been fighting for this all weekend long. Like I said earlier, the past couple events, the scores weren't necessarily in my favor, but we put that behind us. I had this guy right here, Sam, my crew chief. He's the one who puts in those long hours, so that way I'm able to come out and jump this truck and do the amazing things that I do with this truck. But you know what? I had him in my ear that entire time, keeping me calm, telling me what to do. He's in my ear, blow the smoke, do this, do that. Without this guy right here, none of this would have been possible. So Allentown, one time, I need you guys to get as loud as you have been all afternoon for this guy right here. Let me hear it, Allentown.
Now only 98 points behind Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian, sitting in second, able to close that. We still have another event later on tonight. Do you start points racing and points competing at all, or do you still just send it big every competition and hope for the best?
Absolutely not. You know what? When it comes to these points battles, coming into just Friday night, I won 3 competitions, and then I ended up jumping from 5th place all the way up to second place. That just proves how tight this battle is on this arena series. But you know what? At the end of the day, I got to put those points behind me and just do what I know how to do behind the wheel of this El Toro Loco Monster Jam truck. A toda mi gente, te amo. Muchas gracias por todo esto. Este trofeo es para ustedes. Allentown, this is my first time here. And you know what? I was finally able to come home with this trophy here on Sunday afternoon. Thank you guys for coming and spending your hard-earned money so that way a kid like me can live his dream. Allentown, I love you guys. We'll see you next time.
One more time, Allentown, a stellar performance by MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. But man, an incredible freestyle performance by Tony Oaks and Thunderoris. I mean, I was back there with the technicians and a couple other drivers, and all of us could not believe what we were watching. Could you believe it behind the wheel of Thunderoris?
You know, I was just trying to drive that thing. I did have it in reverse first because I didn't think it was going to come all the way around. And, you know, we're just muscle memory up here, man. Right to first gear, just tromped it right to the floor and saved that thing. Hey, 2019 Arena Freestyle of the Year recipient, Allentown, what do you think? 2025 Arena Freestyle of the Year? That's what I like to hear. Allentown, every time we come here, year after year after year, you guys are so great to me. I love to see you. I love to see your families growing up taller and taller every year, seeing your kids smiling ear to ear. Let me hear you roar!
You guys voted him the best freestyle. That is Tony Oaks in Thunderoris.
Thank you so much, Hannah, down there on the pod with our winners freestyle and the overall winner, MJ Solario, El Toro Loco, culminating in an amazing event. He gets the overall BKT event championship, getting one step closer to the Monster Jam World Finals July 4th weekend in Salt Lake City, Utah. What was the highlight there for you, Karina?
Honestly, it was just surprising. You never expect what was going on all afternoon long. We definitely did not get our overall picks correct at all this time. MJ Solario just snuck up on us out of nowhere.
Absolutely, and I got to say, that save was definitely a nomination for Save of the Year, Freestyle of the Year, the whole night. I've never seen a backflip over the pod, not using the backflip thing there. So it's going to be amazing. That's going to do it for us here at Monster Jam. This is your last chance to head on out to the concourse, pick up all your favorite Monster Jam merchandise. I'm talking die-cast trucks. We got plush toys, T-shirts, hats, and flags and more. Don't forget your Monster Jam programs as well. Go to monsterjam.com for tickets, results, digital content, and of course, to score your tickets to the Monster Jam World Finals 24 going down in Salt Lake City, Utah, put on by the Utah Sports Commission. For Hannah Newhouse and Karina Encarnacion, I'm Farouk Tahid. We'll see you at the next Monster Jam.